By the end of Looking for Jack, you'll be singing a happy, 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 happy song. Not just because it's a pretty decent episode of Rugrats, but because the Dummy Bears song does feature several times, and I have to say it's a pretty catchy song. In this episode, Charlotte is driving Angelica, Tommy, and Chuckie to the Dummy Bears show. And also, randomly, Spike was in the car, which I feel like was a little bit pointless because nothing ever really happened with Spike. Spike added no entertainment and it just seemed a little bit random. So that part of it I felt was not bad as such because it didn't detract from anything. It was just really irrelevant. But the car breaks down and Charlotte decides that she's done a lot of things in her life. She can change a car tire, but there's not a jack in the car. And Angelica misinterprets this as her mother needing to find somebody called Jack. So she takes the babies into the restaurant to find Jack. And obviously, her motivation is to go to the concert rather than helping her mother. But as luck would have it, the people who work there mistake her for a relatively similar looking daughter of the restaurant owner who happens to be called Jack. There are a lot of coincidences in this one. If you're not a fan of episodes where things are too convenient, it might not be for you. But Angelica really takes advantage of this situation, and the big question is, will they actually get to the Dummy Bears concert? And I have to say, it's a pretty decent episode. It's good fun. There are things that don't make sense, such as Spike being there. Like, what was the point in that? And did they leave Spike in the back of the car when they went to the Dummy Bears concert? And why was there an empty seat that Jack could sit in at the Dummy Bears concert? So that didn't make a lot of sense. The only bad thing about watching Rugrats as an adult is that you notice these things and you can't help but wonder if they could have just spent an extra couple of minutes fine-tuning those aspects of the narrative. But if you can look past that, it's good fun. The Dummy Bears song is ridiculously addictive. It is going to be in my head for the rest of the day. I think the cast was very good, having Tommy, Chuckie, and Angelica. They're a good trio, the classic trio. I love Phil and Lil, but there's something unique about Tommy, Chuckie, and Angelica as a trio. Particularly in this episode when they're all working in unison because they all have the same common goal. They want to get to the Dummy Bears concert. So instead of Angelica doing something to annoy the babies, she actually needs them to cooperate. So it's a little bit different, and I liked it. I think it worked very well. It's a good episode. Really enjoyed it. Not yeah, it's not going to be for everybody if you like things that are a bit too convenient or not necessarily the tightest writing. For example, Spike just don't understand what the point in that was, and several other things that I've mentioned. But other than that, Looking for Jack is definitely not a bad episode.